10:13 confirmed. Enable the log. And watch that play. Alright, so, there was actually a bit of action in that one, but not much. And the battle is definitely getting a little bit slow. Don't know. I mean, I'm trying my best, but I'm not coming up with ways to... I think the British could probably push forward, I think, if I was not such a wimp. Yes, I said it. Need to be a bit more aggressive, I think, but I just don't like taking the casualties. Now, with us, if I'm playing a side that has a larger number of units, then that might tempt me to do that. But lack of skill then might result in excessive losses, and that doesn't really help. I mean, losses are not a good thing, no matter how many units you think you have. Okay, let's check formation leader suppression. Doesn't look like anybody was actually under attack there. Well, I mean formation leaders anyway. Okay, let's check everybody. It's about to be a little bit of suppression here. I probably want to try and rally him. How many casualties were taken there? They only caused one casualty, but they already had 3, so... Yeah, let's try rallying him. Which one is this? Okay, this one. This one is the one that's pinned. That one is... Okay, so let's try rally, and success. Okay. Okay, so moving forward there is a bit of a risk, but if I can't do that, then where do I go? So now these are actually good positions, regardless. They are these are actually much better than I've had than the trees would be, and I'm close enough to them that they could I could inflict some damage, but they have, well, not really. They have fewer good positions because the rocks don't extend. Yeah, might be okay. So we'll see. I'm supposed to be checking suppression, right? Note to self. Not figuring out tactics now. I'm just a bit disorganized to play this game, I think. Doesn't stop me though. It's a game that if you're not very well organized, it'd be quite difficult to be really good at it, and that's probably why I'm not. I'm not actually that well organized. Depends what it is. I mean, some things I'm very well organized, but other things not so much. Like moving, for example. This is turning out to be the worst move I've ever done. But it's all messed up. Everything's been happening really in the wrong way. I won't get into it, but it's pretty strange, this move. So I'm moving in with a family member, and that's not. I haven't done that. I haven't lived with a family member in a long, long time. Doesn't feel right. It's still trying to wrap my brain around that, but yeah. Okay, we've got mines here now. Hey, wow, these guys are actually laying mines. We haven't seen any Germans here yet either, except for that one scout. The tank hasn't made an appearance, so we must have it cornered somehow, which is pretty much confirmation that it doesn't have anything to hit me with. Because the easiest thing for it to do is just to back off and actually fire its main gun, right, if it had it, at the brain carrier anti-tank unit. Because it's only got a limited range, and the 38T's main gun outranges it by probably 4 times, I think. So move back to 11 hexes, and that's it. Well, even just 10 hexes, it doesn't matter, because that 10 hex is the anti-tank rifle unit. Anti-tank rifle weapon will not be that effective. You have to get a really lucky shot, which is possible. I mean, the game does allow for it. But, so I think I'm like 99% certain it's, well, maybe 95% certain it's not a whole tank anymore. I can never be 100% certain, because obviously that wouldn't be possible, actually. I do know, but we are trying to be fair here. I mean, I think in a play-by-email, I don't think you'd ever reach I don't think you'd ever reach 90% certainty. Like, unless you'd have to do stuff to confirm it, right? And that involves risking your own units, because tank won't opportunity fire at just anything with its main gun anyway. So, yeah, it'd be difficult to achieve 100%, even 90%, because it does involve moving units into positions that could get them destroyed if you're wrong. But it's good that the game doesn't give that away, because it gives away a lot of things. So it's always kind of more of a surprise when it doesn't. So let's look around. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we got something to shoot at. They're being a bit bold. You can't actually see that. So who can actually see that? Ah, okay, well that's probably why we've spotted it, because we've got recon here. And these guys are probably a bit more experienced as well. But they aren't necessarily. No, they aren't. 64 is not more experienced. It's like, oh wow, the formation leaders are not more experienced. That doesn't generally work that way. How did this guy become a sergeant, right? Actually, how did this guy become a second lieutenant? Well, okay, we all know how that works. You knew somebody and so on. This is the early part of the war, so they couldn't have had that much experience anyway. so can we actually see? Ooh, I like it. We can actually see him with that unit. All right. Um, he still can't see anything, so I'm now doubting that it's a good idea to leave him there. Because I actually can hit him with the machine gun, heavy machine gun, which doesn't really have a good range on it, but we won't dwell on that. Okay, so okay, we have some units we can shoot at. That's always good. And looks like we may be able to. Looks like we may be able to shoot at it without. Yeah. So this is one of the things I do wrong all the time. Is I put scouts in positions where they can get shot at. I mean, I've done it like multiple times in this battle. I try to avoid it, but it's when I need to get information like now, then that's what I end up doing. So I don't know how to avoid it. I lose way too many scouts too early on in the battle. In this case, I've not like this side I've done fairly well, but it looks like I'm about to run out of luck for the German side here. I mean, if you look at the British side, it's they've whittled down quite a lot. So he's the only one left in his team, I think. Yeah, I don't see any other yellow. Oh, well, okay, we have the what's name here. He was attached. That was attached to his unit. So we've got those ones, and he's also the only one that's left over. Actually, I have a lot of recon in this area. Why is that? Well, I'm not sure. Not sure why that is. Oh, I know, because one of these was actually in front of the, supposed to be leading the Royal Engineers. Whoops, I keep missing. Alright, nothing for him. They're just a bit far away. So anything that's now moving around on the hill, we have no idea. And we seem to have lost sight of all of the enemy units here. Okay, well, yeah, we don't have line of sight of that hex. Trying to figure out how to reestablish contact with him. Get eyes on him, as they say. Don't know. These guys shouldn't be able to see anything anyway. Yeah, their line of sight's quite restricted. He might. Nope. Well, no, they're too far back to see anything, I think. Oh, shit, we've lost all our recon on this side. Yeah, see what I mean? Probably should not have been pushing them that far forward. Well, the thing it is, I mean, you think, okay, well, we're probably, 3 or 4, maybe more hexes away from the enemy. And then you realize, no, you're not. And that's how they get spotted, right? Yeah, kind of thrown away a lot of units here for nothing. I think a lot of recon anyway. So let's see down here. I don't think we can see anything through the smoke. Nope. Nope. They haven't taken any victory X's yet, so know they're not there. Which would be a dead giveaway. The problem for the Germans is they can't take those without, well, they can take them, but then they can't leave them. So, I mean, it's gonna be really easy for the British to take them back. You know, I mean, these tanks could move in very easily in the last turn and just take the casualties. The problem is that it's probably not worthwhile doing that. I mean, well, I say not, it's not worthwhile, but 90 points is not a low amount. 90 points is, you know, couple of sections, really. Maybe not a couple, 3 sections maybe. Let's assume 30 points per section. Nah, so it's not a small amount. I mean, if it was 20 or 25 maybe, then that's probably not worthwhile fighting over. So I gotta have a plan to move, try and take them back, or it's looking like the engineers are gonna have to do this, and that's not really sitting very well with me because we don't have any recon here anymore. And I moved that recon over to that side, thinking they would be helpful over there. But now maybe not. Maybe that's not the best idea. Yeah, I might move them back because I can find them. Yeah. I think we've got enough recon on this side. Is it worthwhile moving them back? Can I do that without them being spotted though? That's the problem. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I need to do that. Try and get them up into this area here, and then we'll see if we can work them around the other side. Maybe across here instead, because otherwise it'd be a little bit. We know the enemies are very close here, so maybe that'll work. Well, we'll see. All right, there's nothing to be seen here. They just line of sight. The smoke is just too bad, and tanks don't spot very well at all. So even when they're unbuttoned, they don't spot very well. And when they're buttoned, they don't spot at all. If you can get a tank buttoned, you can actually sneak a squad up to it and actually try and. It'll take multiple turns though, because if you move too quickly, they will see you. Okay, so we're actually laying mines here, but we can't see the enemy. Why is he not done anything? I wonder if it's because he's adjacent. Because I mean he's in visual contact, but still, seems odd that this one actually has more experience. 61 versus. Okay, it's not that big a difference. Well, that is a big difference. It's 51. That's basically out of basic training. Excessive use of the word basic in that sentence. I don't know why that would be. Let's see if we can. Okay, now I know why these guys spotted them. It's because there's recon. There was a recon unit here. That's probably the main reason why they was seen. He was very experienced. 67 is not terrible, but just kind of average, really. Well, we don't see anything else here. Let's look around. Whoa. Good thing I didn't click the wrong button there. good positions, but this guy's not really... He's kind of weak right now, so not really happy with that. Right. Yeah, the problem is, actually, this might not be too bad because I mean, if the enemy does appear, in this area, we have a fairly good unit here. I don't think we can see anything this way. No. All right, I looked around, nothing's shown up. So let's see what we can do. Well, looks like shots can be taken here, and I think this is probably the best one to start with. He's moved out in the open. Yeah, well, payback time. Oh, wow, 35%. Instant casualty. Another casualty. And nothing more. Okay, well, let's try something else. Yep, that was a bit sad. It's hard to get away with that kind of stuff when you're that close to the enemy, right? But how to manage that? I mean, you need to have your scouts figure stuff out. So I don't know. Well, I mean that's what I've been doing that for both sides. So and it hasn't worked on either side. They always get killed. So it's got to look at that a bit more strategically, I think. Getting them into positions where they can see things without. But I think also with this much smoke, that's part of the problem, and that's why smoke is not very helpful overall. It looks like a good idea when you do it, but then afterwards is no. It's too hard to see anything. Now these guys are not actually. I think I'll move him. He's got movement, so I'm gonna move him here. Just so they're not stacking. Okay, well, that's not nice. He can't be rallied anymore. Okay. And that means because he was adjacent, that probably, yeah, second lieutenant, because he lacks experience, wasn't able to rally this guy. So it's a good thing we're not actually facing anything else here, because that would be, we'd be in trouble. cancelled it. Well, we can't see it anymore, so it's probably best. It's probably for the best that it gets cancelled. I haven't figured out why. I don't think this happens in Windows. I don't think in Windows it cancels it if you just escape out. I don't know. Never heard anybody complain about it in Windows, so I don't know. It'd be kind of annoying if it only happens in Linux. Alright, we actually can't do much here, so we're gonna put these guys, well, actually we're not quite done over here. Recon that we could move around, but where to move them? I'm gonna leave him there for the moment. Just try not to. Enemies too close by. Learn your lesson. Learn the lesson. You just can't do that. So actually, that position's not bad. We have good line of sight. The recon will spot when the enemy shows up. We have some line of sight that way. Right, no, the recon's actually going to stay in that position. Actually, this brain carrier is still carrying 2 recce teams. Which actually may be worthwhile unloading here, because these guys are carrying something as well. Okay, do I actually want to unload those? Yeah, I think I do, because I need to have them advance in front of it. And my plan was to actually move these guys back, because if we got recce units here, we might as well get them out of the vehicles and have them do the job for us. This was a mistake, obviously. So we can. I don't know. I'm going to get them back across there. That's the problem. Actually, now maybe I'm better off. Moving this one back and across here, because that he can probably get across there a lot more efficiently, and then bringing some recce units back this way. Yeah, let's go with that. But I think so. We'll leave that one there, since it's going to be tricky to move them back. And we're going to unload. Well, that's unloading inside of the enemy, though, so maybe not a best idea. Maybe not the best idea. Well, okay, where can we be seen from? That's the question. Because yes, I just remembered I didn't look around with these guys. Now the reason I want to get some reconnaissance units up in the front here, some scouts, because whenever the heavy machine guns fire, I have no idea where it's coming from. If I can get units small units a little bit closer, we may have a chance of figuring that out. However, there's infantry in this area. Scouts are gonna die, so I don't know. But everything I've got is just too far away. And they've been bloody effective. I mean, they've got to be in this area here. I can't be sure exactly which hexes they are. as far as I can tell, they gotta be in this area somewhere. They've been firing really long-range shots and getting really like kills everywhere. So with like one shot, you know, one or two shots. So would really like to do something about that. But without knowing exactly where they are, I can't even deploy smoke or anything. But I also now don't have any recon on this side, so I think this is probably for the best. Yeah, let's move these guys back. So in order to unload this one, they'd have to move back quite a ways. That's a good sign. Nothing's taking opportunity shots at him. Okay, well, we'll leave them there, and we'll try and get the... I don't know where I'm going to send them, though. That's the problem. I mean, I'm bringing them up, but I don't really want to lose them again to stupid maneuvers like I've been doing, so... Which I've been repeating. So... well, as an experiment, I'm going to unload. I think that's a bad idea, because he probably will... actually, I think it's a very bad idea. And anyway, these units shouldn't stay in one place for too long. So they need to pull back. There's no enemies in sight at the moment, so they need to pull back anyway. So we're gonna do that. Just have them change position anyway. Actually, I'm gonna leave the scouts on that one. They were already unloaded a long time ago. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't know if I can get units closer. Okay, nothing's opportunity fired. That's a good sign. Well, I'm not seeing anything here, so I don't know if they've moved back. Because there was a unit here previously, and I've now got scouts that are definitely in line of sight of where they were, and nothing's there. And nothing shot at us either, so that's 3 hexes. So either they didn't see us, or they're not there anymore. Actually, the third possibility is that the range has been set below 3. Which would be unusual. Okay, well, that's a good idea. We'll continue that, see if they can figure out where they are, and maybe formulate something before the end of the battle. This side, I still don't know. Actually, if I keep this here, this is an inexpensive unit. This will allow me to take some action if in the last turn. Yeah, okay, that's not a bad idea. And some action to take those back, you know, because as player 2 gets a bit of an advantage in the last turn if the player 1 doesn't set up something in a situation like this where to prevent that attack, like placing mines or something like that, prevent a unit from advancing, just taking victory X's that are out in the open like that. It's quite difficult. In my very first play by email battle, I managed to do that, because the battle in that part of the map was had worn out both sides to the point where only the person with the fast-moving unit could do anything in there. It was basically infantry versus tanks for like the entire 15 turns almost, like 10 out of 15. I did surprisingly well considering it was my first attempt at it, but I've never been able to duplicate it. I think that battle, my opponent was a little. He was like testing to see what I would do, so he was a bit more bolder, or a little less cautious maybe than he would normally be. Because right now it's a lot harder to pull that off. I've not been able to duplicate it. I've only come close one time, and even then I wasn't exact at the same circumstances anyway. Okay, on this side we got a problem. I think that's a good position for that. I'm actually going to stack them there. Just need to get that scout and have a good line of sight, because I think that's the reason we got an opportunity shot on the German scout unit that moved forward. So I'm going to leave that there for a turn. And we're going to move. Do I have any other scouts? No, I don't have any other scouts in this area. See what I mean? I've been burning through scouts, like burning them out unnecessarily. I do that all the time. I just can't seem to figure out any way to avoid it. There must be a way, though, because it's kind of a costly thing, and not just in terms of points, but in ability to see things. They are your eyes on the battlefield, so if your scouts run out, and I've had battles where I've actually run out of scouts because they were all destroyed, it's very difficult at that point to move your infantry around and not have them get shot up, because you just don't know where anything is. So I'm gonna, moving him forward. Gives us more things that can shoot in that direction. He's got reasonable cover. Not really liking this one in this position, though. I don't know how I can move him out of there. Well, if I can leave him in a position for a while, and he doesn't have to fire anything, it might be good. Leave that there, because that is a good position. Unless the tank moves somewhere else. Well, the smoke over here prevents that from being useful anyway. That's all he can see. So those X's are cut off. The tank can't use those, can't use that one. Can't move out that way unless he moves further back. Okay, here's the thing. It's time to put it to the test. I suspect that he's going. Sounds like that old game called Clue. I suspect, or no, actually, I accuse I'm actually going to move him forward because right now, actually one, the tank would have to move all the way back here. So if I move him forward, so basically there's no way for him to move out through that side. It's a long-range shot though, so I wouldn't expect the anti-tank rifle to actually do any damage. However, there'd be no place for him to go. So if the tank keeps moving that way, basically I'm trapping it in there now. It can't really be moved anywhere else to any side of the map, unless of course it still has its main gun, in which case this is pretty fatal. But I have a strong suspicion it's not. So there you go. I'm gonna stick my neck out and test the theory. And if the tank doesn't show itself, I'm gonna get even bolder. However, I do need infantry to move up with them though, because there is infantry around here, and that cannot moving that forward by itself would be just as stupid. So as moving scouts around out in the open in line of sight of the enemy. So we're gonna do that. I'm actually gonna let these guys dig in. Assuming they haven't yet. So this one already has. That one has not. Let these guys dig in because that would be ideal for them. Obviously, this guy's been moving, so. All right. In the center, I don't know. Now, I was thinking of moving. Actually, I'll put one of the engineers up here. Yeah. So if something comes across, we actually have that in place. All right. So. I think that's it. I'm very reluctant to move this infantry, seeing how easily my scouts are wiped out. Don't really want to lose that, but since about that thing is I don't have line of sight on the enemy anymore, and using the tanks for that is not a good idea. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll move him to max and we can go. Then unload in the next turn, because it looks like we probably will not be in line of sight of the enemy here. Now actually, now that I think about it, I probably want to move them around this side, because it looked like, well, I can't be sure. So nobody can see them. That's the unfortunate thing. The units that were moving up on this side have just keep hiding themselves very well. Yep. Yep, so the only thing I can do, what I think I'll do is I'll move this to here. It's the maximum movement. And in the next turn I'm gonna move him around. If he gets able to spot things from that distance, then we're good. If he can't, then I'll move him back. And actually put behind the smoke and then unload the scouts and actually have them have a look. A little bit more cautiously than I have been. But we are running out of turns, so it's not likely that will actually come to pass, because it's going to be take too long to do that. And you can't recon with tanks, so I have to do something else. This is the only thing I got at the moment. And he's loaded with some two-man recce units, so why not? I think they're two-man. Ooh, I don't know if they are. So that would be awkward if they're not. Zed. Can't tell. Okay, they're two-man. Good. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like that. Artillery, let's see, what do we have? What kind of... What do we have? We have a lot of ammo, but no targets to drop it on. That's not... that sucks. Yeah, we have a lot of ammo. If we had some decent targets, confirmed targets, I need to get line of sight on this side of the hill, and that's what I'm trying to do with that. It looks like they're gonna have to stick their neck out a little bit longer. It may come down to actually having to sacrifice the scout just to have them, because they may fire at it, and that will actually give the position away. But, yeah. Because I got nothing to shoot at. There's hardly any. There's no Germans on the map. I've just realized I don't see any now. I just realized there are no Germans on the map. What, have they left the battlefield or something? Yep, I can't see any German units. Wow, okay. That's actually a little disconcerting when it comes right down to it. So I'm gonna be a little bit bolder next turn and move these guys. If I can move these up with some infantry, that would be helpful. But I'm more concerned with the infantry near than with the tank, actually. So I'm right about it not having a main gun. It's not really that serious a threat anymore. The machine gun is a problem, but I mean, from the logs we could tell it was using its bow-mounted machine gun, which is not generally a very good weapon in terms of range and accuracy. So it's not very effective as a tank anymore. It's just a big, gigantic machine gun carrier with a very poorly mounted machine gun. Could it get any worse than that? I'd be doing the Germans a favor if I destroyed it. So no targets for artillery. I don't see. There's no point. Hey, he's not in contact anyway. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Even if there were targets, I couldn't have used them. I think I'm gonna move him back as well because I don't know if that actually helps, but we'll see. I'm gonna move this guy back. Right, so he has to move to there or to there. He's not gonna do that in one turn, unfortunately. Oh, you see, he can't. Okay. Because the forward observer is much better off if he can see. But the problem is if in a command and control game, it's actually very helpful to have the forward observer be in line of sight of the A0 unit because he gets more. He'll regenerate the command points faster that he uses. I'm not sure if it helps with the communication though, because I think he still needs to be in radio contact, even though he starts to make a radio check. So it's entirely possible that he could be in visual contact and not actually not be able to call in artillery because he's failed a radio check. I don't know. I've never seen that happen, but I'm not sure how it would be indicated in the game. Because it'd be weird if he's in contact and you still can't call up artillery. So I guess that would be the proof that it could happen. But who knows? There's so many oddities, you know, and quirks. In the play-by-email, my opponent calls them quirks. I used I might use a word that begins with B and ends with S. No. Yeah, a four-letter word that begins with B and ends with S. Yes. Everybody figured that out. Because really, it's not. It down. Calling them quirks is being very nice. I think. Okay, there's just a lot of bad programming in it, to be honest. Alright, I think that's it. Is there anything else? Do I want to move the tanks? I probably should. Just in case. There actually isn't anything for them to shoot at the moment. So I'm wondering, I'm wondering if maybe I should just wander them over this way instead, because the infantry is really close by, and the only remaining tank is on this side. Yeah, let's kind of just meander over that way. Yeah, because the only remaining enemy tank is on this side of the map, so really, the only thing these guys could do here is infantry support with their machine gun. And at this, right now, the situation is that it's going to be difficult for them to do that, I think, in my opinion. So, let's just kind of wander this way, see how that works out. Let's not wander too far over to the center of the map, though, just in case there's something there we haven't seen. You never know. I won't move them. I'll just move them two hexes, because that should still allow them to fire fairly effectively if there's anything to shoot at. Now the smoke's blocking that line of sight. They have to move pretty much all the way around. So yeah, let's move over to the side of the map. Let's see if we can take out that tank. More points for the British. Although now I'm realizing I should have thought of that earlier. Well, okay, you may have realized I'm not very good at this game. I basically repeat after me. You suck. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's just have a look at the ranges, since there's nothing else to do. Okay, these mortars are still coming in. Should I let them go? Yes, I will, because they says they're firing, so because that'll hit them when they're in the last known position. They won't have had a chance to move, right? So, yeah, let's leave that. He was pretty effective at 8 hexes, so that is 16. Nobody saw him shoot, as far as I could tell. Well, okay, they might have. Well, if they fire at him, then his range will be reset, and he might fire back. I doubt it, though. He took 3 shots, so he's given his position away for sure. I'm gonna leave it at 8. There's possible positions there. There's rocks there. That might be position there. It's only 4 hexes. And the line of sight's only 4 hexes anyway. I think the range was set quite long. Now I'm going to actually shorten it down because yep, 3 is fine for him. Oh, yeah, let's do that at 3. That at 4. Oh, I know how that would show it. You can be in contact, but you still won't get the, this button would be ghosted, so that's probably how that works. It's easy to just prevent you from getting into that screen completely, so without giving you any explanation at all. I guess you have to sort of figure it out. I mean, that's how the game would tell you that even though you're in visual contact, you failed the radio check and they actually can't call in artillery. So it'd be contradiction, sort of. Because the game doesn't tell you it makes a radio check, you just have to know it does. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, well, humans are going at each other with mortars now. Alright, so, lots of artillery activity in the